Praise the Lord. First and foremost, I really just truly want to thank God for just being here today, because it's only by His mercy, His grace. Truly is really nothing of what I've done myself, but uh, I just want y'all to know, seriously, we all have a purpose. We all have a meaning in our lives. And for my, Lord, I don't want to get emotional, but see, I'm the guy, I'm that person who never would have even dreamt it. True, in my wildest dreams, never would have even thought that I could ever stop drinking or drugging because I didn't see no other way, you know. I mean, that's what it was, the party, I used to stay in this place and I used to watch the neighbor and him. He'd go out there and he'd be throwing the football with his little son, and he'd take his family and they get in the car and they go somewhere and they come back and they got a lot of groceries and they coming back in, from shopping, and he sometimes go out and he wash his car, this, that, and the third, and I'm saying, man, wow. And I'll be looking at that. See, the only thing I was doing, I was drinking, I was drugging, I was partying, and he was doing, quote unquote, what the normal people do. And I was saying, wow. And I really kind of even though I was doing what I was doing, I really kind of longed for that. I wish I could be like that. See, but like I told you, I never would imagine, because, hey, that's what those squares did. You know what I'm saying? Never gonna forget. It was February 5th, 1995, and I had just got up, and at that time I was staying probably about, I'm gonna say about half of a block away from the liquor store. And every morning, if I wasn't that first person in that line when the doors opened at 7 o'clock, I was that third or in between. See what I'm saying? Because I had to have that pint of richest wild Irish rose just to get my day started. Had to. And I made sure the night before that some kind of way, by hook or by crook, I had that change. That $1.37 to get that pint. And man, wow. So as I got up that morning, and I remember I was supposed to go meet somebody down on 11th Avenue, and they had, wanted me to try to do something, and I was getting ready to go down there to see them. And they stayed a little bit farther down on 11th Avenue, and so as I'm going down there and walking down to Grand, and as I supposed to cross the street to go that way, and my feet kind of went the other way. They kind of turned and started going in the other direction. And next thing you know, I was there and I was standing and I was looking. It was the Salvation Army Adult Rehabilitation Center. And I looked and I said to myself, I said, wow. And I walked up there and the guy, as I rang the buzzer, he said, yeah, can I help you? And I say, I don't know, man. I started to turn around and say, wait, what's going on? I say, man, I don't know, man, but I'm tired of being like this. I don't want to be like this, though. I don't. I'm tired of living like this. He said, well, come here. And he came in, he said, you blow. And I blew some numbers, right? And he looked at me and said, do you want to get better? I said, yeah. I said, no. Do you want to get better? I said, yeah, I want to get better. He said, well, I'm going to do this for you. We don't have no beds available right now, but I'm going to put you up in transient. That's why I can go up and I can, get a meal, take a shower, get some new clothes and stuff. And I went in, man. And I got up, and they kind of let me take a shower, and I washed, and then it was getting a little bit later on that day. So when I came down, they had a little chapel service, after I ate and stuff with everybody else. And then after that, I went up to the room. It was about 4 more other guys up in the room with me. That was the transient, room and stuff. I remember, man, Early that next morning, February 6th, 1995, he come knocking on my door. He said, Vernado. I said, yeah, same guy. He said, do you still want some help? I said, yeah. He said, well, come on down and blow. Now, mind you, it was guys in that place right then and there who, and they knew the system. They knew how it was. So they could actually go do whatever they do, and they still was there. They hadn't got caught, but they were still drinking. They were still, smoking the weed and stuff, but they hadn't got caught. And so when he told me to call and blow, and I blew 000, he said, you know what? A bed became available this morning. And he signed me up. And that was the beginning of my journey, as far as recovery is concerned. And I'm telling you this, I had made this vow to God. Had been a little bit earlier prior to that, but I said, God, if you just could help me not only get off of this, whatever I'm doing, just not only help me get off, but stay off of it. Not only get off and stop, but stay stopped. You won't never have to worry about me getting drunk, getting high again. I promise you. And y'all, to this very day, that's the only thing that I've been able to do continuously, successfully. I never went back on that. I mean, hey, if y'all do that, if y'all like it, I love it for y'all. But me, I'm that guy who can't do that. Because for me, like they say, one is too many and 1,000 no. One is too many and 1,000,000 ain't never going to be enough for me because I'm greedy, and I still want what I wanted, I was sharing with Pastor and Pastor, no, the enemy has but one purpose for its existence. And when I'm talking about the enemy now, I'm talking about the direct first cousin of Satan. I'm talking about the disease of alcoholism. I'm talking about the disease of addiction. It only has but one ultimate purpose for its existence, and that is to kill, to steal, and to destroy me by any means necessary. That's why I know that, you got to just be thoroughly convinced beyond the shadow of a doubt that, hey, if God can help you do this, God can help you and get through anything. And that's what I know to be true today. And I'm finally, listen, y'all, Captain No, because I come to him and he told me no, but then and by telling me no, he helped me strengthen and say, no, guy, you got to start relying and trusting and believing in God. Okay, you got to really know that God is going to be there. He's going to help you, but you got to, So yeah, I've been, fortunate 30 years, as far as the drugs and the alcohol is concerned. But sometimes, like that newcomer, because now, it was this issue that's going on with me. And y'all my church family, man. And I had a problem, man, just staying off in casinos. I had a problem, and it was just wearing me out. It was tearing me down. It was destroying me. I got to get honest because I'll never be able to recover without the ability to get honest. And so now, praise be to God, man. I got a little bit more than a month now out of there, off of there. I'm beginning to see it, I ain't got to really keep on going and trying to, hey, man, let me get about $30. I get you back, or, hey, I need this, that. No, it feel good to wake up in the morning for real with some money in your pocket. I ain't talking about drinking. I ain't talking about trying to see how much I got to scrape together, go to the liquor store and stuff or whatever, or see how I'm going to get that little bag of weed. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about seriously, just to be kind of like free in a sense. So yeah, I'm real grateful today. I mean, whoo. It's only through the miraculous program and the fellowship that I'm in to help me, to get this far. But I'm not confused about it. I don't want y'all to be about it either. Just really, if you haven't, just kind of like take it from me, y'all. Just kind of like just give God a chance. Just allow him to try to work in your life and do the miraculous thing that we all really need. We all need to be saved, whether we want to believe it, admit it or not, because it's a vicious world out there and it's getting worse. And I want to be ready. I want to prepare when he comes, I do. I I didn't went through so much hell right here on earth. You think I want to continue to go when it's over? No, no. So I'm grateful. I want to thank him for just allowing me to come up here, man. It ain't been all peaches and cream, but no matter what, man, I'm not gonna pick up, that first one because I can't, because I wouldn't know how to stop. Thank he's helping me now in a whole lot of areas that I totally surrendered to him. You see what I'm saying? You have to surrender and you have to let him in to do what he would have to do in your own life. Finally, my talk is being aligned with my walk, you know, because we all got our own personal Delilah, you know. Mine was that casino, you know. Delilah was, she was one who brought Samson down, and everybody they weak for something. So I just ask y'all as I go back to my seat, continue to pray for me that my faith gets stronger, that I start just trusting, believing more and more in God. He's going to do for me when I can't, ain't, won't, and don't do for myself. I appreciate y'all. I really do. That's my guy right there, man. We're gonna have the best choir in Northwest Indiana one day. I already know, and you gonna help me. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he gonna be right there with me. All y'all are, okay? So y'all just continue to pray my strength in the Lord, and thank you very much.